be okay walking into an abortion clinic, hearing a heartbeat, seeing brainwaves, seeing the baby on the ultrasound and say,
yes.
If there ever was a topic, a discussion, a disagreement, a debate that people have that gets me more frustrated, it's the topic of debating how to hurt the helpless. I mean, I don't understand why that this is so controversial, but maybe it's just because this is the great transgression of our day. The idea that we can abort a child to extinguish a life. And I just wonder, why is this taking place? Why is this happening even among Christians? Well, I'll say this. This is not a debate between pro-life and pro-choice. Okay, Satan is subtle. Okay, he's trying to have two moral positions and you're choosing one or the other. No, this is between pro-life and pro-death. Pro-life or pro-death. Those are the two positions. Because whether you like it or not, that child is coming out. You can't keep the baby in. After 9 months, if you want to keep the baby and raise the baby, and you say, you know what, I just love being pregnant. I wish I could be pregnant the rest of my life. You know what, no matter what, that baby is coming out. If you have an abortion and you say, you know what, I'm just going to keep the baby inside, the doctor will look at you and say, that's crazy. That's insane. You can't keep a carcass inside of you. You'll die. So whether you are for abortion and killing the child, or whether you're for having the child, the baby will come out. You do not have a choice. Whether you're a mom, a dad, an aunt, or uncle, the baby is going to come out. But is it going to come out alive, or is it going to come out dead? Are you pro-life or pro-death? Those are the two positions. Now, I remember talking to one guy, and we were talking on the street, and he says, well, I don't believe it's a life. I believe it's just a clump of cells. I said, is that your fiance? The woman standing next to him. He said, yeah. I said, you love her? Yeah, of course I love her. All right, so let me ask you this. Was she amazing to you here? Do you think she was still amazing when she was 14? Yeah. Do you think when she was in the belly of her mom, that now that she's just a clump of cells, that she's worthless, that she's not worth anything, that honestly, just go ahead and get rid of that clump of cells? He said, of course not. I said, exactly, because by you extinguishing that clump of cells, you are changing the future of your life and many others because you think that her life was not important when she was in the belly of her mother. So even if you want to call it a clump of cells, what you're doing is you are killing the future of that human being. And it would impact you greatly. He said, I never thought about it that way. But then on another day, I went onto a college campus talking to a lady. She was not a student. And she says, well, I really believe it's my body, my choice. And I'll end with this. I said, okay, if you believe this, I had a friend who had a son who committed suicide. And after talking to him, he said that he thinks he could have stopped his son from taking the pills. But basically, he believed my body, my choice, and let his son do it. So I asked her, I said, so if your daughter picks up a gun and is going to take her life, are you just going to let her because, hey, it's her body, her choice? She said, of course not. We don't believe that. We don't want anyone to harm anyone else or themselves. I said, exactly, lady, exactly. That's the position. Are you pro-life or pro-death? This is the great battle of our day. I hope we can get victory over the transgression that is confusing so many people.